Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Also, as well, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that I continue to rule very well to this very day. Let us feed the Father through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And also, as well, Shalom to the Hope elect as well. Let's showing forth your faith in this ministry and spreading this gospel to the other members of the Hope elect and faith in truth, sincerity, and also in all charity. Now, this video is going to be centered around this, this topic or this video here, which I found, which popped up on my feed. And the title of this video is entitled "Family Claims Racial Bias Affecting Housing Appraisal Because of Wife's Race." And basically this video, which is on this feed, this video is going into how this woman who is appears to be a woman of Judah, a Judite woman, or of the one of the tribes of the Southern Kingdom, and she basically got with an Edomite, or whom the world calls the so-called white man, in which is true biblical nationality, according to the Bible, is the nation of Edom. Okay, so you have a woman that's of the Southern Kingdom tribes getting with the Edomite, and basically, they try to get an appraisal on the house, and basically, it was if I'm not mistaken, I think it might be in the description. Yeah, here it is. So it says, after receiving a low appraisal, Abina Horton, who is so-called black, in which we're not really black, that's a term that was put on our people as a byword, because it's evident that we're not black. We're a brown, we're different complexions of brown, according to how the Lord created man. He created man from the ground. Okay. And her husband, who is so-called white, because again, that's the term that's put on the Edomites, basically depicting them as white. And really, this is a whole, mental psyop, which has always been going on, labeling our people as black and labeling them as white, because it's a connotation when it comes to black and white. Okay, basically white means purity, righteousness, unspottedness, and there's nothing pure or righteous about this man, the nation of Edom. Okay, and black, the connotation with black comes with death, negativity, evil, dirty. Okay, now reading on, it says asked for a second, well, they both asked for a second appraisal, right, removing evidence of a black family. So they didn't even mention that that family have some sort of association with being so-called black. But this is what happened. It says it came back higher, which she said was crushing. Okay, and again, like and we always see this with a woman of the tribes getting with an Edomite, and really, if you look deeper into it, man, really the reason why they do this is just to escape the curses. Okay, but guess what? There is no escaping the curses. Okay, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who these people inwardly call God and Jesus, specifically put these curses on our people for punishment. Okay, so no matter where you run to, those curses are always going to stay with you. And that's also pursuant to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. It says that these curses are going to put on our people until we be destroyed. And we are destroyed as a people. Okay, but now we're in the time to where our Lord is starting to bring back his people. All right, and starting to lift the curses off of our people, starting with the elect. Okay, but the rest who are outside of the circle of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that does not believe in his word, does not believe in his name or in the truth or who he is as our power, And guess what? Those curses are going to stick with them until the very end, man, until they are completely destroyed physically by way of thermonuclear missiles, all right, the thermonuclear fire, okay? But, when things start to happen and shit is the fan, guess what? The woman of the tribes, they're going to realize that, their husbands who are Edomites are going to end up betraying them, okay? Why is that? Because, again, that ancient hatred that has been between the Israelites and the Edomites are still active to this very day. That hasn't gone away, okay? But also it goes on a deeper level than that, because this is the association between the serpent and Eve, okay? That dynamic between the two, okay? Because the serpent, like it says in the beginning, the serpent beguiled Eve, okay? And the serpent represents the wicked, okay? And the wicked of today, they're known as the Edomites, okay, pursuant to Malachi, the 1st chapter, who regarded Edom as the border of wickedness, all right? They are the wicked that the Bible speaks of, okay? And again, to this very day, the wicked is beguiling Eve, which represents the woman of the tribes, okay? And guess what? And they're going to deceive him all the way up until their death, man, all right? And when that time comes, when all hell breaks loose, all right, the Lord's going to leave them high and dry, all right? Because that's even a curse in itself to be in marriage with the Edomite. I'm talking about the woman of the tribes, okay? Now, when it comes to the Israelites, the men of Israel, all right, we can have women of the other nations as concubines, okay? We can do that. We can't put them on the same level as being a wife, all right? But we can deal with them as concubines, all right? And the scriptures speak about having them as concubines, okay? The men of the Lord back in the ancient world, that's how we did things, okay? That's the ways of the East. And the ways of the East are lost here in this land, okay? And it's becoming lost all across the world, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the precepts I have here. This is I'm gonna start at Micah chapter 7. I'm gonna start at verse 10. Okay, it says, "Then she that is my enemy shall see it." All right, see what? See the destruction. See Babylon going down. Seeing the system break down. Seeing their husbands turn against them. Okay, the ones who have got with the Edomites. Okay. She's gonna see all this, all right? Race riots, martial law. She's gonna see all these things, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy power, Yahweh Bashim Shai? Mine eyes shall behold her. All right, and in a way, she, the women of the tribes have done that, okay? Because by them doing things of this nature, and this is not just, the only thing that causes them to be in this spirit, but also other things as well, because you got women of the tribes that turn to witchcraft, that turns to, to the left-hand side for their needs, okay? And leaving the ways of our power, okay? So from them doing that, guess what? Again, they're going to be left out in the open to be taken. Okay, that's why it says here, mine eyes shall behold her. So we're going to see the woman of the tribes, right? That's going to get caught out there. Reading on, it says, now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Okay, and the mire means the dung. Okay, so she's going to be trodden down as, look, these women, man, I'm telling you, when all hell breaks loose, they're going to have nowhere else to turn but to the men of the Lord. And guess what, man? I'm just speaking personally, man. Do not run into me, man. All right? Especially the woman of the southern kingdom, man. Which, We feel some type of way when it comes to women of the Southern Kingdom, man, because they're the most proud woman out of all the tribes. Okay, all the women of the tribes are proud, but the Southern Kingdom woman, you can forget it, man. All right. So we'll move on from there. I'm gonna get the book of Isaiah, chapter 32. Start at verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." Okay, so the careless woman of the tribes, all right, they're going to be troubled. Okay, because the vengeance is going to fail, and then the gathering is going to stop. Okay, in other words, they're going to be out of work. All right, those high level jobs that they claim to be, claim to have, their PhDs and doctorate degrees that they claim that has gotten them riches and things of this nature. That's going to be reduced to nothing but toilet paper in that day. Okay, so you might as well throw those out the window, because they're not going to be regarded in that day. It's going to be every man for himself. And those different plaques that you have, they're going to be worthless in that day. Okay. So it says here, verse 11 again, says, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." And sackcloth is a piece of material that you use for mourning. Okay, that's why it's a definition of that word sackcloth goes into the word sackos, which means an article of clothing or article or material that is put on mourners. Okay, used by ones who are in the state of mourning. Okay. Verse 12, it says, "They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine." So when they lose all their goodies, everything that they had, their benefits, all that's going to be lost to them, and they're going to be lamenting for that. Okay, but this is the reward of Eve for trusting in the serpent. Okay. Okay, and the Lord made sure to include this when he was speaking to the woman, right? This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. It says, "Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception." Okay, so the Lord has multiplied the sorrows. He's going to multiply the sorrows of the woman. Okay, and that's going to happen very soon. And also it says here, "in thy conception." Okay. "In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be toward thy husband, and he shall rule over thee." Okay, but here it is in society, Esau has made it to where the woman has an equal ground when it comes to the man. All right, and not only that, he also he's putting forth the vibration of the woman being over the man. Okay, that's why you had you had feminism, second wave feminism that took place, and that messed up the whole of our people. Okay, because that's who really it was targeted for. Okay, for the sake of lining the pockets of the bankers. Okay, and destroying the household of Israel. Okay, because the father is set up as the leader of the house, and he's the one that makes decisions. All right, he's the pillar. Okay. And that's why one of the reasons America is going to go down. Okay. And in that day, the man's going to be looked at as a hiding place once again. Like the scripture says, a man going to be made a hiding place from the wind. Okay. But like it says here, in sorrow, she's going to conceive. Okay. And that's why a woman today, when they give birth, that's like playing Russian roulette, man. because there's a chance that that woman can die from just having a child, because it's the pain is so intense and it takes so much energy and blood just to deliver a child. Okay, but that's the curse that the Lord put on these women for doing this, and that curse still stands this very day. He's gonna greatly multiply thy sorrows, or multiply the sorrows of the woman when the time comes, when all hell breaks loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out on that note. Lord's will is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, every well. Shalom, peace and safety, salutations to the whole elect. Labor in his work, give me due just to make a calling, election sure, and faith, truth, sincerity, and all charity. And with that, we'll say Shalom.